Hello everybody, Connor here, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming Retrospective. Competitive gaming has existed for as long as the industry has, and along with that, many gaming competition events. One of the most popular being the Nintendo World Championship. The Nintendo World Championship was a competitive gaming event hosted by Nintendo. It was held in 1990, 2015, and 2017, with 1990 being the most iconic year for the competition. When planning out the original event, Nintendo's goal for the competition was to make the Nintendo World Championship the biggest event of 1990. They brought on Mega, an entertainment marketing and live event company, and Jay Coleman and Steve Grossman to create the event. Nintendo also hired the same people who created the set for the opening ceremony of the Los Angeles Olympics to design the arena for Nintendo World Championship. The competition started on March 8, 1990, and Nintendo would then travel across the country to 29 different cities. The event space housed 3 different arenas: the competition arena, the power walk, and the super stage, and players were split into 3 separate age groups: 11 and below, 12 to 17, and 18 and above. The competition arena had 102 stations with the Nintendo World Championship game cartridge where players could compete for the highest score. The contest contained 3 games: Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris. To start the game, you hit the start button on the second controller and are immediately thrown into Super Mario Bros., where your goal is to collect 50 coins as soon as possible. Once the 50th coin is collected, Rad Racer starts and your goal is to finish the race. Once the race is over, you're brought into the final game, Tetris, where you just have to get as many points as possible. There are different multipliers for each game too. Mario is multiplied by 1, Rad Racer multiplied by 10, and Tetris by a whopping 25. This makes Tetris the main focus if you want to get a high score. The top 2 scorers of each group would then compete for the title of City Champion. The finalists won a trophy, $250 and a chance to compete in the finals, which were held at Universal Studios in Hollywood. The runners-up won a Power Pad and a Game Boy. The Power Walk had 120 stations where the players could try out new and upcoming Nintendo games, and the Super Stage held live entertainment. The finals for the Nintendo World Championship were held from December 7th through the 9th. The contest didn't have an official competition round to declare a single winner, just 3 for each age group. Jeff Hansen won the under 11 category, Thor Ackerlund won the 12 to 17 category, and Robert Whiteman won the 18 plus category. After the competition ended, there was an informal face-off against the 3 winners, and Thor Ackerlund took first, Jeff Hansen took second, and Robert Whiteman took third. The 3 winners all received a $10,000 US savings bond, a 1990 Geo Metro convertible, a 40-inch rear projection TV, and a Golden Mario trophy. The runners-up in each category received a $1,000 US savings bond and a Silver Mario trophy. 90 finalists were also given the Nintendo World Championship's 1990 game cartridge, which is considered a holy grail for video game collectors. There's 2 variants, the normal gray version that was actually used in the competition and given to finalists, and a gold version that was given as prizes in a separate Nintendo Power magazine giveaway. The gold cartridge is the rarer of the 2, with only about a dozen of them known to exist. After the 1990 World Championship, there were 2 more championships hosted, in 2015 and in 2017. These were a lot smaller and not as infamous as the original 1990 competition. In 2024, it was announced that Nintendo would be releasing a new game for the Nintendo Switch inspired by the 1990 Nintendo World Championship. Nintendo World Championship's NES Edition released on July 18, 2024 digitally on the Switch's eShop, as well as a physical deluxe edition. The physical release would feature many different collectibles that feel like they would be prizes given out at a World Championship competition. None of them are $10,000 bonds though. The first thing included is a set of 5 pins. There's a Mario one, a Zelda one, a Metroid one, a Donkey Kong one, and one of the Nintendo World Championship logo. The next thing included is art cards showing off the different NES games playable in the game. There's also art on the back that showcases sprites for the games. The coolest thing included by far is a gold NES cartridge replica inspired by the 1990 World Championship. It looks just like an NES cartridge, but it's not playable and doesn't have anything inside. It also comes with a sleeve if you want to store it, or a clear stand if you want to display it. You also get a physical copy of the game so you can play it on your Switch. Unlike the actual Nintendo World Championship cartridge, this one doesn't just contain 3 challenges in 3 games. There are over 150 challenges that focus on speedrunning certain objectives in the 13 different NES games. The games included are Super Mario Bros., Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Kid Icarus, Super Mario Bros. 2, Excite Bike, Ice Climber, Balloon Fight, Super Mario Bros. 3, Zelda 2, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and Kirby's Adventure. When you first start up the game, it has you create a profile. The first thing you do is pick a player icon. These are random sprites from all the games included. You can also purchase more player icons with coins that are earned in-game. After this, you choose a hype tag. It has many classic phrases like "Parented my power cord," "Nintendo DS generation," "My skills are legendary," and the best one of all, "Luigi obsessed." You also get to choose your favorite NES game. It includes a list of every single game released on the NES and the Famicom. This was a huge win for fans of the Goonies too. Once your profile is created, you get access to the main menu. The game offers 4 modes: Speedrun mode, World Championships mode, Survival mode, and Party mode. Speedrun mode is the main mode of the game, where players are given a grade based on how fast they can complete challenges and are given coins to spend to unlock more challenges. You start out with the first challenge for each game. These ones are really easy ones, like grabbing a super mushroom in the original Super Mario Bros., but they can progress to speedrunning the entire game. The grading system is also interesting. You can unlock pins for getting an A rank or higher, and these can be showcased on your profile. I love this because it makes getting the best grade possible feel important. The UI is split in half, with your fastest attempt on the right and your current attempt on the left. This helps make it easier to track your progress since you can rewatch your fastest attempt and what can be done to improve your score. World Championships mode has players speedrun 5 challenges consecutively, where the total time is added up and placed onto an online leaderboard. The mode also consists of weekly competitions where the list of challenges are updated every week. The challenges range from normal challenges to master challenges, so it takes a good amount of skill to be able to achieve a high spot on the leaderboards. Survival mode is a battle royale style mode where the player faces ghosts of players from around the world in 3 rounds. At the end of each round, half the players are eliminated. To qualify for the next round, the player must place somewhere on the top half of the leaderboard. The first round has 8 players, the second round has 4, and then the final round is a 1v1. Before you load into a match, you can pick between the Silver Division and a Gold Division. The Silver Division has easier challenges, and the Gold Division has harder ones. I had no problem doing well in the Silver one, but as soon as I tried out the Gold one, I struggled a bit. Lastly, the Party mode allows you to play with up to 8 players in local multiplayer to see who can complete the challenges the fastest. You're able to choose between a preset challenge pack or just choose from all the challenges. The preset challenge packs are cool. They have some split by difficulty and some split up by game. So if you want a bunch of easy challenges, you could do that. Or if you only want challenges from The Legend of Zelda, you can do that too. After each challenge, players are rewarded points and they accumulate to determine the winner of the game. It's nice that they added modes that can be played locally, but it's pretty clear with the other game modes and the profiles that this game is intended for players to play online. The online modes and leaderboards help sell the whole competition feel. Having these modes helps make the game replayable. With a new competition each week, it gives you a reason to check out the game at least once a week. The presentation for the game is also extremely solid. The menus, UI, and music all look good and give off a retro feel. Even though the presentation was great, I did notice some minor issues I had with the game. One thing I noticed when playing is that the controls for some of the games feel off. For Mario, they made the sprint button B and made the jump button A, and it just feels weird with the way the Switch's controllers are designed. It would have been nice if there was a way to remap the B button to the X button so that the movement felt more natural, but there's no way to change the controls. I ended up just using the N64 Nintendo Switch Online controller because of the better button placement. I also think it would have been cool to have a puzzle game like Tetris or Dr. Mario in the game. I feel like there could have been some potential for challenges. These are just minor issues though, I would still say this is a solid game. I know a lot of people were disappointed that the full versions of the games weren't included, but I feel like that would take away from the speedrunning and competition aspect the game has going on. Plus, all of these games are already included with the Nintendo Switch Online service anyways. Overall, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition does what it set out to be, a fun speedrunning challenge game that utilizes some of Nintendo's most classic games. I could see that the whole speedrunning thing might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for someone who likes time trials and trying to see how fast I can complete bizarre challenges, I had a lot of fun with this game. I hope Nintendo keeps using this concept for future games too. I would love to see another Nintendo World Championships with another set of games, or even an SNES edition. I just think this concept has a lot of potential. It's a game that's easy to pick up and hard to put down. It makes me want to speedrun everything, so now I'm gonna try to see if I can speedrun Super Mario 64 blindfolded. Yeah, maybe that wasn't a good idea.